Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this 1973 police cruiser. This should line up perfectly with one of my previous video about the Olds 442. I'll put a link up here if you haven't seen that one. So basically 1971 Olds 442 came out for only 1 year, and then I don't know if they shipped the mold over to Hong Kong. They created this. They added everything here in the roof. They eliminated the holes for the rear spoiler. Before I go on, this video is a collab with Jim over at DT99 Race. At the end of the video, I'm going to put a card in the screen directly to his video. I'll also put it down in the video description. So make sure you go over to his video and check him out. He has quite a few of these. He's also doing a 1973. Alright, so what's so special about the 1973 model? 1973 is the first year that Hot Wheels did not do Spectre Flame paint. Alright, so in the first year, usually you're gonna find these cars with the new see-through axle here, where you can see the axle here on the side. Usually you find them with the cap wheels on the back, but you can see that this one has the same as the front, the newer style. So basically this could be one of the last ones that came out in 73. So the hood still opens. 74, the hood still opens. Red siren, or whatever's left of this dome light. 1974, there you can find some with red, but it basically changed out to blue. And this year, the dome is not part of the windshield. Later on, when they changed it, when they made it this very dark blue, the dome is part of the windshield. What else is different from 1973? Well, 1973 you got a metal base with all this detail right here. 1974, this detail here, it's not there. It's all flat. I'll put a picture up so you can see what I'm talking about. In 1975, they just made and went to a plastic base, and it lost the opening feature of the hood. Now if you're thinking about buying one of these, keep an eye on the tooth here. They're notorious for breaking. And also take a closer look at the pictures right here and right here, because some of them have a cracked metal right here. Okay, so another feature for 1973 is door lines. You can see that it has door lines, and it also has the door handle right here on the other side too. 1974, it uses a different tempo, right? This one uses a sticker, paper sticker. Only year with that paper sticker. In 1974, it uses a tempo, and it doesn't have the door handle or the door lines. And then they continue using the same tempo design until later on, until they phased it out. So next step is going to be opening and drilling it apart. So I have my center punch here. I haven't used this in a while, so let me lose some of the pressure here. Had to change the the holder because I was blind. So I'm using a 1/16 drill bit. I've shown you this in the past. Not using any force. I just want to get it started. I want to make sure that it's centered. It looks good. You gotta be careful on these cars because you don't want to drill through the engine. I haven't shown this step in a while, so why not? Right. Now if I find it, yeah. This is a 9/64 drill bit. You want to be very careful. All you want to do is take out that mushroom post. That's all you want to do. It's always good to have a small flat tip just to check and see how much. There, see? It's done. So we're gonna talk more about this. I do have brand new redline wheels like this. I do have a axle with cap wheels, but I think I'd rather use the bearing style wheels. I'm not sure yet, so more on that later. So here is the windshield. Let's get that out of here without breaking it. That's another thing, that with these cars, if they sit out on the sun, I got one of these coming, it's not here yet. With these cars you gotta make sure that that the windshield inside is not sagging too much. You can see this one it's pretty nice, but you can use some hot water and try to bend it a little bit more. You're gonna find a lot of these cars that especially in the back, is gonna look like this. It's because of this. It has a very drastic curve here on the roof. Alright, let me continue drilling this and I'll be back. guess I could go a bit deeper in the back. All right, let me get the tap. Okay, so these are the two type of taps. We have a regular tap. This one is the regular one with the pointy tip, and this is a bottoming tap. It's flat here on the top. You can see it a lot better with the 256 because it's a bit bigger. Here is a regular 256, and this one is a bottoming tap. You see? And everything I use, there's going to be links down below. So by using the 1/16 drill bit, that's the perfect size to tap for a 172 screw. That's why we had to be very careful when drilling the base, because we did not want to enlarge the hole. And by the way, I'm going to double check. I'm going to double check as soon as I'm done here. I got 172 1/8. These are the short ones. This is the base. Sits there perfect. Let's try the back. Perfect. Right. I need some longer 172 screws. Let me get those and I'll be back. Here we go. 172 with a nut. The nut puts pressure so it doesn't rip the post. And the reason I use these long screws, it's because this is how I hold the car for painting with the forceps. See? And I'm just gonna throw it inside the paint remover now. Probably leave it there until tomorrow. And having the screw in prevents junk going inside the hole. Alright, let me clean this up and I'll be back. Alright, some hot soapy water. Even though I'm not using this, I'm still gonna clean it. Throw the base in there. I'm going to be using lime away for the base, but still, you can flip this, makes it easier to clean. Once I remove the card tomorrow from the paint remover, I'll make sure that But I'll bend this a little bit more just so everything is a little bit tighter. Come on, Mr. Dome. Alright, let me go wash this and I'll be back. Pick it up. Clean. And I'm about to polish this. There should be a link to that special adapter down below in the video description. I'm going to be using my Dremel. Some rubbing compound turtle wax. Slow speed. I like to do it like this, facing down. That way when it starts kicking out the turtle wax, it doesn't hit me in my face. You gotta move it around. You can't leave it the same place. Now, because this car has open windows, you're gonna find that it's gonna have small scratches on the inside also. But already it's looking a lot better. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, 100 times better. Now I recommend washing it with soap, and then I'm gonna dip it on some pledge, because this product leaves like a film and the pledge doesn't like sticking to that. So I like to wash it and then I'll dip it into the pledge. But I'll do that tomorrow once I get the car out of the paint stripper, and I'll check to see if I have to bend it a little bit more. But you can see that this windshield was very dark. That's the beauty of the rubbing compound, that not only does it take out that small scratches, but it also cleans it. Alright, so now I'm going to take out the axle. Okay, so I'm going to be using this adapter here. Hopefully I won't mess it up. So let me see which side is better. I'm gonna go on this side. You see, I took out a little bit. Sometimes that's still too hard. What I'm looking for is to weaken the metal. So I could split it. Just like that. And now I can reuse that tab again when I go put it back together. Let me go do the front one. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. So here, these are the new red lines. What is the difference between the new ones and the originals? Check it out. The originals are flat in the back. They're flat. The new ones, every time I go to Target and they have those retro cars, I buy them just because of the wheels. But you can see here that these have a rounded nipple here on the back. I also have here, I think I'm gonna go with capped wheels. I don't know if I have enough capped wheels, but I should. Here's the axle. I got these on eBay. So now all I gotta do is smash this here and it'll crimp the axle again. So let me clean this and I'll be back. Alright. Lime away. 50% lime away, 50% water. 4 minutes. If you leave it for more than 4 minutes, the metal is gonna get tarnished and it's gonna go black. When it's time to remove it, make sure you have gloves. Alright, once that's done, I'll be back. Check it out. So once you take it out of the lime away, I use this brass wire wheel, whatever it's left of it. I gotta buy another one. And here it is. Now if you wish, you could polish it. Sometimes I do, but I find that if you polish it, you can't touch it. And even if you don't touch it, it's gonna start getting like black real quick. So I just leave it as is, and then if I check it, let's say 6 months down the line, I could just clean it up again and it'll look brand new again. See? So now tomorrow I will remove the car from the paint remover and we will paint it. I'll be back. Alright, check it out. Next morning, you can see that this car, even though it was painted with enamel paint, it was still zinc plated. I don't know about the 74. I guess I'll have to get one and see if the 74 was also zinc plated. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the glass in first because it slides in, and then do the seats. Alright, check it out. Look at the back. You see how it's sagging in the middle? The plastic is basically touching the top of the seats. So I'm just gonna heat up some water. Hold it in the water like this and then bend it. Alright, check it out. That's about as good as I'm gonna get it. You can see that it did go up. It's not touching the seats anymore, but the bottom of the dome light, it's preventing the center part to go up anymore. I can force it, look. Doesn't go up anymore. So now you can see that somebody played hard with this car. That's good. Hopefully I get the new dome light today. I'm not gonna paint it until I get the dome light, just to make sure everything fits. For now, I'm just gonna clean up this area right here and this area right here and right here. I'm gonna leave that. That's a signature body line right there. But look, you can still see where the holes used to be for the rear spoiler. Alright, so let me get the sanding and I'll be back. Check it out. Factory fresh. Cleaned it up very nicely. And now we're ready for nothing. Still gotta wait for the dome. Once I get the dome, I'll paint it up and I'll show you the final product. Alright guys, it's been like a week. Finally got the dome, which I bought on eBay. And the base is a bit, I can't see, it's a bit different. The one on the original, the base is larger, which sits on top of the windshield. You can see the mark there, but it does work. The only difference is that once I install this, I'm gonna have to use a little bit of glue just to hold it in place. It doesn't reach the windshield, but still looks good. It'll look better than this, which is all messed up. Look at that. Alright, now I could paint the car and I'll be back. Alright guys, let's take a look at what we started with. You can see this thing was almost gone. Barely any paint left. The dome light was basically almost gone too. It was in need of some loving. And here is the finished product. Check it out. I bought the decals from the Redline shop. These are printed on vinyl. not like the original ones. The original ones were printed on paper. Jim made some replicas of the stickers printed on paper. He sent me a few, but they kind of got damaged on shipping, so I ended up using the ones from the Red Line shop. It was still a nice detail from him. Of course, it becomes more of a resto mod, being that I've never seen one with cap-on wheels on the front, but it could be out there. So that year it could go either way. For example, this one had it didn't have cap-on wheels on the back. That's how you usually find them, with cap-on wheels on the back. I put cap-on wheels all around, and at that they're deep dish too, because I like deep dish tread lines. Deep dish were only found on Hong Kong versions of the early '68. Apparently it was a mistake or something like that, but this was made in Hong Kong, so it still doesn't make it right. But I like deep dish wheels. You can see the dome. I use some Gorilla Glue to hold it in place, since it doesn't touch the upper part of the glass in there, but it looks very nice. Bought it on eBay. Check it out. The engine compartment. I dipped the windshield on some pledge. Look at the base. Police cruiser. So this is gonna go, it's gonna be added to my old 442 collection, even though it's not named old 442, but we all know what it is. It's an old 442 police cruiser. Alright, so I'm going to leave a link to Jim's DT99 race channel right here on the screen. Make sure you go check out his video. Thank you for watching. If you like this resto mod, I'm going to call it a resto mod. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And of course, click that bell so you get notified of any upcoming videos. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.